Hi students, today I am going to explain in physics motion, second chapter motion. What is motion? Motion means movement. An object is said to be in motion if its position changes with time. So when its position changes with time, it is called motion. So what is motion? So what is motion means an object is said to be motion. So an object, we can say it is moving when its position changes with time. So with the time when the position changes, it is called motion. So we walk, run or cycle. When a bird is flying, there is motion involved. So various objects have different types of motions, we can see. So according to the different types of motion, there are classified into translatory motion, circular motion, oscillatory motion. So motion of the object can also be classified as periodic motion, non-periodic motion. If an object travels equal distance in equal time, its motion is said to be uniform, and if not, the motion is said to be non-uniform. So when an object is moving same distance, so for example 5 kilometers in 5 minutes, so the same distance in same time, every time it will be same repeating, then it is called uniform motion. So if it is not doing like that, it is called non-uniform motion. Let's see, in the first 5 minutes it is moving 5 kilometers. In the next 5 minutes it will travel more distance, maybe 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers. So there is not particularly same distance in the same time. Then it is called non-uniform motion. So a physical quantity used to distinguish between uniform and non-uniform is average speed. So how we can differentiate whether it is uniform and non-uniform? We can distinguish it by a physical quantity called average speed. If the average speed is same, then it is uniform motion. If the average speed is different, then it is non-uniform motion. Let's discuss it in detail. So in this chapter, so let's see, there are two concepts here they gave. What is rest and what is motion? So if we look around us, we observe that many objects do not appear to move. So if we look around, we see so many objects are not moving. So they are considered to be rest. If they are not moving, then they are rest. A body is said to be rest if it does not change its position with respect to a fixed point in its surrounding. So if a body is, we say a body is rest if its position is not changed with respect to its fixed point. Wherever it is there only, it is not changing its position in the surroundings. For example, a book lying on the table, we keep a book on the table, it will not change itself, we know. If we disturb only, it will change, right? So it will not change its position if it is not disturbed. And we can consider this as a state of rest. Then a bench fixed under a tree, it will be at rest and as there is no change in the position of the bench with respect to the tree and other stationary objects. Like this, they gave the examples of rest. Therefore, from this we can conclude that when the position of the body with respect to its surroundings does not change with time, the body is said to be rest. So what is rest? Then if the position of the body will not change according to its surroundings in the respective time, then it is called rest. Similarly, if we find many things around us move also, so we see some objects will move also from one place to another. For example, a bird will be flying, a bus moving, a boy playing football, pendulum oscillating of a wall clock, a moving train, a sailing ship, a walking man. These are all the examples of a motion. See, a moving object, reverse of rest, just keep on changing its position continuously with time with respect to a fixed point in its surroundings. So you should remember time and surroundings, you should write. Change in its position according to its fixed point in surroundings and also with time. So for example, when a moving car changes its position with respect to a tree. So a moving car is moving. So we can see a tree on a road. So with respect to a tree or a lamp post by the side of the road, the car is said to be in motion. So a flying bird is also said to be in motion when it changes its position with respect to a fixed object such as tree. Tree will be there only, it will be fixed. But the bird will be flying. So it is in motion with respect to that fixed object tree. Then So from this we can conclude, when the position of a body with respect to its surroundings changes with time, the body is said to be in motion. Here also we should represent with respect to surroundings and also time. So here's very simple. When the position of a body will not change, then it is in rest. When the position of the body changes with respect to surrounding changes with time, then it is in motion. So they give some other examples of rest and motion. Let's see. Suppose we are sitting on a railway platform. So we are sitting on a railway platform and looking at a tree nearby. We are seeing one tree nearby. We see that the tree is at rest. So when we see that, we feel that the tree is rest because the tree does not change its position with respect to us. But when we see a train passing out the station, but when we are sitting in a train and it is moving, when we see the tree, we feel that tree is moving. Actually, we are moving. Yes, no? We say the train is in motion because it is continuously changing in position with respect to us. So, for example, for a passenger sitting inside a moving bus, one bus is there. So, a passenger is moving in a bus. The driver of the bus is at rest. The driver is at rest because he does not appear to change his position with respect to the passenger. So, he will be in rest. According to the passenger, he is not moving, he is sitting one side. On the other hand, the objects outside the bus, we will see from the outside that the trees, buildings appear like they are moving, since they appear to change positions relative to the passenger. So like this they gave the examples. And here, do you know, everybody in the universe is in motion. Everyone is in motion. Every day we see bodies moving around us, like birds, flies, cars, animals, buses, snow and buses moving, people walking, insects crawling, animals running, etc. Even our earth is also moving around the sun. We often say that stone lying on the ground is at rest. So we think one stone is there on the ground, it is in rest. But in truth, it is moving because the earth is moving along the sun. Then, rest to motion are relative. How they are related? What is the relation between rest and motion? An object can be in motion related to one set of objects. If we see an object, it is in motion with one set of objects, and it appear while at rest relative to some other set of objects. One set of objects it feel that they are moving, and another set of objects it feel it is in rest. So how it is? Let's see. This rest and motion are relative terms. We will understand this by some following examples. See here. Suppose you are sitting in a room. You are in rest relation to all the stationary objects inside the room. So simply you are sitting in a room. According to your surroundings in the room, you are rest. But the room is on your home is on the earth, and the earth is at rest? No, earth is revolving around the sun. It takes 1 year to complete one revolution of the sun. So thus you are also revolving with the earth around the sun. So in relation to the sun, you are in motion. In relation to the room, surroundings in your room, you are in rest. Means some objects will be in rest in one perspective and it is in motion in another perspective. Like this we can differentiate. Again here a bus is in motion with respect to a boy sitting on a bench outside the bus. So it is in motion because it is moving. He can see the bus is moving. But the trees around him appear to be at rest. So he can feel that the trees are at rest. And the boy outside the bus will appear to move in opposite direction. The passengers who are sitting here, they can see that this boy is outside the bus will appear in, he is moving in opposite direction, and roof of the bus or driver of the bus will appear to be in rest for them. So, depending upon this perspective, some objects will appear like moving, some objects will appear like they are in rest. Like this, they gave examples. So, for a passenger in a moving train, so the passenger, the other train moving with same speed and in the same direction appears to be at rest. If two trains are traveling with same speed and say in the same direction, when a passenger from this train sees the passenger that train, they are both appear like they are in rest. While the other train in the moving on the opposite direction appears to be in motion. if the train in the other side is in opposite direction, it is coming, it is not coming in the same direction, then it appears, then it is moving. So from this we can conclude that object while in motion with respect to a set of objects can appear at the same time in a state of rest with respect to some other objects, moving with same speed and in the same direction. So it depends on the observer and also the surroundings that decide whether a given object is rest or in motion. So if the object is at rest or in motion can be found only by the observer, who is the observer and what is his surroundings. So that decide whether the object is in rest or in motion. So here they gave some activity. So list 10 objects which we find state of rest and state of motion. You can fill. It seems it will be interesting. Then they gave next topic, different types of motion. So this topic we will do in the next video. So who like this video and want to continue this lesson, you can just message me. Thank you.